I'm Jessica Hansen. I am Executive Director of Alliance for Smiles, which is an international medical nonprofit, and I am Senior Strategist at the Impact Travel Alliance, as well as Vice President of the Board of the West African Volunteer Organization. Working with Neff is really special. He is so supportive, especially of people that do social good in the world. Which is something that we had already connected about before we started working together in this way. But it's something that I know he just has a really deep passion for helping people who are helping others. So I was always very grateful to have someone to work with who had such a passion to do that. And I think he is wonderful at navigating when to be really encouraging and loving, and also when to be firm with you and really kind of push you to push your own boundaries, to assert your needs and wants, to question beliefs that you have about yourself and your own limitations. So he does a really fantastic job of navigating all of that, feeling what you need in the moment to really motivate you and keep you moving towards your goals. And he's a lot of fun to work with. He's just a great individual as well. So not only is he helping you tremendously, but he's really fun to be around and to connect with. So many of my challenges were, my relationship with food, or going on a million dates, or not having the confidence to make the steps that I needed to take in my career. And the skills that he helped me build helped me figure out what was causing those consequences, what was leading me to believe some of those things, or take certain actions, or not take certain actions. And then I feel like he is really good at, I was mentioning, I think, to you earlier about the stories that we tell ourselves. And he's very good at diving into those stories and helping you pull out what's true, what serves you and what doesn't, and how to move forward from that. So I think those were some of the tactics. There were so many, and I use them all the time. Now, sort of unconsciously, they've just sort of become a inherent part of the way that I look at challenges and feel like I can tackle them. And I guess big picture, he's very good at taking something that might seem overwhelming. I had been in a job for 5 or 6 years when we started working together, and I knew I wasn't getting paid enough, but I really loved the work. And there were all these goals that I wasn't reaching because I couldn't see how to do work that I loved and still make enough to afford a nice apartment in San Francisco and all these other things that I really wanted. And he broke down that kind of big, overwhelming picture into actionable steps that I could take toward my bigger goal. And I ended up achieving everything that he and I set out to achieve, every goal that we made, and then some. And I've just continued to build on it since then. So I've been running a nonprofit for around 2 years now. And truly, had you asked me when I was with Neff, I probably would have had a quivering voice and been like, oh, there's no way I could possibly run an organization. And in the years since we worked together, and in the time that we worked together, I now know you could throw anything my way, and there is nothing that I cannot do or cannot learn how to do. And that is a really beautiful thing to have in yourself as you progress along in your career and as you manage a team and an organization. So that's the career aspect. And then health-wise, I think I lost like 30 pounds really quickly and have kept it off. I'm very healthy, and have a much healthier relationship. I mean, even during COVID, everyone's joking about their COVID-19 pounds they've put on and things. And I haven't struggled with that. I felt really lucky that I have a healthier relationship with food and exercise, and just actually desire to get outside and desire to be moving and hiking through the hills here in San Francisco where I live. And then the third thing that I went to see him about was the dating aspect. And that's the same. I think I was just struggling so much because I was so worried about what everyone else was looking for and what would make them happy and what they wanted. And that's no way to figure out if you are a good fit for them or they're a good fit for you. So that was the best key thing that I think Neff helped me learn, was just that I needed to understand what I wanted and what I needed, and to assert that to other people. And I have had longer term, healthier relationships since, and am so much better at weeding through the wrong people and finding the right people to invest time and energy into, to explore those things with. So yeah, that's just a few of the primary examples of what Neff taught me and how it's influenced the trajectory of my life since. But I think it trickles down into every decision you make every day, and your own confidence in asserting yourself in the world. So it was such a great opportunity. I'm really thankful that I got the opportunity to work with him. He's a gem of a human, and he's a great coach. And taught me a lot that I carry with me, and that will help me address challenges and overcome everything from here to the end of time. I'm really grateful for everything I learned.